Man, it was nice for a few days there. It was actually nice and cool here at Michigan, and I was able to have the windows open and everything like that, but it's getting hot as hell again. And the only thing that can really cool me off is a brand new shipment from my friends at Video Games Monthly. Hey, what's going on, everybody? I'm Jay. Welcome to Square Peg. If this is your first time here, I unbox a shipment from Video Games Monthly every month. It's kind of fun. The way I do it is I look right down this camera. I take out what's in the box. I don't look at it first. I hold it up to the lens. You guys get to see it before I do because I am in my mid-40s and my eyes don't work very well. And yeah, then I do a quick, probably 60-second to minute and a half review of each game. We add up the totals. I find out if I came out ahead, behind, or on point. And then, yeah, we go on from there. What is Video Games Monthly, you might ask? If you don't know, Video Games Monthly is a monthly subscription service where you can get 3, 4, 5, 10, I ran out of hands, or 20 games sent directly to your front door. And it's not a rental service. You get to keep them. They're yours to own. This is a fantastic way for people to build out a retro game collection if it's something where you don't have access to a lot of retro game stores in your area, or you just haven't been to a convention in a while. VGM is a great way to supplement your collection. So the way I do it is I pop this open, I free it from its priority mail prison, we crack it open, and we find out what's inside. And there it is. Thumbnail. There it is. So this is now freed from its priority mail prison. I get games for the NES, the Famicom, the SNES, the Genesis, the Dreamcast, the Master System, the Game Gear, the N64. I get games for a lot of stuff. So I really never have an idea of what's going to be shipped to me, which is kind of the way I like it. I like the fact that it's kind of like a Christmas present I buy for myself. It's a mystery box. I mean, that's what it is, right? So I get myself a gift every month. It's thanks to my Patreon supporters and my channel members. So if you're interested in that, links are in the description down below. I appreciate their support. I would appreciate your support if you want to see these videos keep going forward. But how about we crack this open and find out what's inside right now. First and foremost is the VGM card. And what the VGM card says is that it reminds you to update your list of games because you curate the games that are on your list, that are in your collection. You're able to update and add to whatever you collect. Whatever you receive gets added onto a list. It won't be sent to you as a duplicate. Now, this is a human-run service, so if it does happen, it's not that hard to solve. You just reach out to customer service. Joe and the gang will take care of you. They're great people. They're a local Michigan company. I love supporting them, so they're really good folks, and this card reminds you to do that. It also says that if you share your experience with VGM online in some kind of social media platform, you'll be entered into a drawing to win a free 3-up box sent directly to your front door. That is 3 free games for you. Now, there's always some kind of sticker or rubber band bracelet or some kind of weird thing that's like a little bit of ephemera that VGM sends out, and it feels like a sticker sheet. I'm willing to bet it's Mario of some kind because that's usually what I get, and that's okay. That doesn't bother me at all, but let's find out. Hey, look. Build a toad, because that's what every little kid wants. Build your own Mushroom Man, make him a sticker, have a great day. All right, so doing a blind feel, we have what feels like an N64, 2 N64, an NES, another NES, and then a disc-based game that is sealed, so that means it's going to be a Wii U game, which can only mean that's going to be probably awful.
You sure about that?
But let's find out together now. I think we're going to do NES first, and then we'll circle back. Oh, that's an SNES. All right, so we'll do NES, then SNES, then N64, and then Wii U. So here we go. Starting off with the NES now. 3, 2, 1. Gotcha, right? Yep, Gotcha the game, or Gotcha the sport. This is a Zapper game, which means I'm not going to be able to play it because I don't have a CRT hooked up. I also don't own a Zapper, but that's okay. Let's take a look now at Gotcha on the NES.
Not gonna lie to you, I actually kind of respect what they were going for with Gotcha. It's terrible, don't get me wrong. It's a very, very awful game, but the idea, the concept behind it, pretty damn smart, actually. Because you have to hold the Zapper in one hand and you hold a normal controller in the other hand, and you use the controller to kind of simulate capture the flag. So you're moving back and forth on this map. Meanwhile, if someone shows up that's an enemy force, you zap them. I actually think it's a really good idea. It's not well executed by any stretch of the imagination, and that shouldn't really surprise anyone. It's an LJN game, but I gotta look at it and say, you know what? The idea was sound. It was not bad. Like, for something that very could have easily just been a bog standard simple Zapper game, they actually put a little bit of thought into it, and I like that. Not gonna lie. I don't like the game, but I like the effort.
This always fascinated me when I was younger. This is actually my first exposure to paintball. I had no idea what paintball was, and I remember seeing that game in stores and thinking it was so cool that you could go to war and only shoot paint at your friends. Looking back at it now, having now done paintball and stuff like that, yeah, not my thing. Not something I enjoy, but it was neat to learn about it from a video game. That was a whistle. It was neat to learn about it from a video game, so pretty cool that I got gotcha there. All right, up next we have 3, 2, 1 on the SNES, NBA Jam Tournament Edition? No, SimCity. Oh, awesome. One of the all-time greats on the SNES. Seriously, one of the best versions ever of SimCity. I absolutely love this game. I loved it on the computer. I love it more on the Super Nintendo. So let's take a look now at SimCity.
Straight up, SimCity is an all-time great. Doesn't matter where you're playing it. It is a just perfect game. It really is. And it's one of those games that I think everyone has some kind of exposure to in some way, shape, or form. It's kind of ubiquitous for our generation, kind of like the Oregon Trail or the Secret of Monkey Island or Math Blasters was. It was something that you just knew about. And it was one of those games that probably got introduced to you in computer class in school, and it was one of those things that really stuck with you. The SNES version is superlative. It really is. It is one of the better versions of the original SimCity. It manages to take a PC game and make it work on a controller, which I really admire and I really enjoy. The gameplay is very simple. You're doing city planning. You're building your city out to have all of the different things that your city needs. Residential, commercial, industrial, power, roads, train tracks, transportation, all that stuff. It's something that everyone just kind of understands inherently how this works. And this was one of those early SNES games that was just crushed. It was an absolute home run, and I love it. I'm so excited to have this one. I actually kind of forgot it existed. Like, I knew Dr. Wright as a Smash spirit or a Smash trophy in other games, but I kind of forgot that SimCity was a thing on the SNES, and now here it is in my collection, and I am A-okay with that.
And I love that it is still recognized by Nintendo. Like, we still get Smash things related to SimCity, at least in some way, shape, or form. And I think that's really cool, because for something that could have easily been ignored and forgotten about because it wasn't directly a Nintendo game, I think it's pretty awesome. 2 N64 games, which is exciting because I don't often get N64 games. In fact, I can't remember the last time I got one. But let's find out now. Up first, 3, 2, 1. Pokemon Snap? Hell yeah, Pokemon Snap. That's awesome. So I actually have a box and manual. It is mangled beyond all recognition of Pokemon Snap, but I have not found a copy. I'm excited to buy at a convention. This is in fantastic shape. This looks great. Let's take a look now at one of my all-time favorite N64 games, Pokemon Snap.
I think Pokemon Snap might be my favorite Pokemon game. It's one that when it first got announced, I was absolutely intrigued by the concept. I like on-rail shooters anyway, so getting something that is 1000% an on-rail shooter, but it is completely non-violent and ultra-passive, was really intriguing to me. And then when you tossed in everything else that went along with it, like being able to print out your stickers at Blockbuster of the different photos you had taken, being able to explore these different worlds of the Pokemon world and find all of the Generation 1 Pokemon and see them in their natural habitat was amazing. Being able to trigger evolutions and be able to find secret passageways based on things that you had done in the game was awesome. It is legitimately my favorite Pokemon game. It's something that I still love to this day. I loved New Pokemon Snap as well on the Switch. I thought it was a fantastic continuation of this franchise. And I have had the manual and the box, a mangled, ugly, hideous box, for a long time. And I've never, I think I said it in the video, I've never found a copy at a convention that was in good enough shape for me to say, yeah, I'm going to pick that up. This one's immaculate. It looks great. It booted right up. It plays fantastically well. I am just thrilled to have this game back and thrilled to have this in my collection again.
It's a pretty good box so far, I'm not going to lie to you. Very excited about SimCity, very excited about Pokemon Snap, and curious about Gacha. I got to see if I can haul up the CRT from the basement and find a Zapper. I might have a Zapper in storage somewhere just to play it, but we'll find out. All right. Final N64 game, game number 2 on the N64. 3, 2, 1. Major League Baseball starring Ken Griffey Jr. Okay, now, if you are new to the channel or you haven't been here before, I am a big fan of sports games. I love getting sports games from VGM, especially because these are games I always pass over at a show. This is one I've actually not seen often at shows, and that's weird because it's such a common game, but very excited to have Major League Baseball with Ken Griffey Jr. on the N64. Let's take a look at that right now.
Major League Baseball featuring Ken Griffey Jr. is... I'm not going to tell you it's good, because I do think that it suffers from a lot of what Nintendo suffered from on the N64, which was extra ambition and not a great execution. But the more I played it, the more I really enjoyed it. And apologies for there not being any audio for this gameplay capture here. My RetroTrink 5X wasn't putting through my audio for my N64. It's something that's happened periodically in the past with that system, and it's only the N64, so I don't know what's going on there. It's probably something with my console, if I'm being honest with you. But the audio in the game, couldn't tell you how it sounds. I have no idea. But it is a really fun game. If Nintendo Sports, which, like, check out this logo, first off, I love that logo. I wish that was something that kept going. But if Nintendo Sports was an imprint from Nintendo that actually kept moving forward and they kept making Ken Griffey Jr. baseball games, I can see where this would have gone on the GameCube. And then we would have had a really awesome sim-light baseball game from Nintendo instead of just going into Mario Superstar Sluggers, which, I mean, granted, they made the right decision there because that game is spectacular, but I really enjoy this one. It was something when I first played it, I was just like, oh god, this is gross, it's not fun, but the more I got into it and the more I enjoyed it, it's got a really good pitching mechanic, it's got a really good batting mechanic, fielding isn't terrible, it takes a little bit of getting used to, but once you're there, it's fun. All of the stadiums are in there, every Major League Baseball player is in there, it's really good. I'm really impressed with this one. Very excited to have that one. Alright, so this last one here, this is going to be Wii U. That is, okay, I am looking at it the right way. I did not see what game it was. I just noticed that that was the back cover. All right, so 3, 2, 1. Now on the Wii U, we have Game Party Champions. Well, I guess they can't all be winners, folks.
You sure about that?
They can't all be winners. This looks to have golf, skee ball, basketball, and air hockey on it. So, okay, yeah, all right, well, let's take a look now at Game Party Champions. I was right. It's got to be bad.
You sure about that?
I love the smell of baseball in the morning. Take a swing at those pitches.
All right, I want to sit here and tell you that Game Party Champions on the Wii U is a hot pile of garbage. It's terrible. It is not well made. It's not fun. And if I did that, I would be lying through my teeth, because I had a really good time playing this game, and I did not expect to. Like, I fully expected this to be like just the ultra trashiest of trashy shovelware on the Wii U. And you know what? It's actually kind of fun. It's a series of mini games. You have skee ball, or skill ball, as they call it in this game, football, table tennis, basketball, baseball, mini golf, and a couple others that I'm not water gun. Water gun is... that's a whole thing. But the ones I played, like, I didn't play everything. I played baseball, I played skill ball, and I played water gun. And I actually really enjoyed myself when I was playing it. Baseball makes use of the stylus on the pad, which I think is really cool. You use that to swing your bat as the ball passes home plate. The skill ball uses the stylus as well, but you hold the Wii U gamepad vertically. So you're actually using that whole real estate of the screen to your advantage in that way. And then with water gun, it's all motion based. So you're using the Wii pad to aim and to shoot with. And I'm just really impressed that this game that to me looked like it was going to be just this, like I said, ultra trashy shovelware game actually put some really creative effort into the way that they designed these games and made them work. I was really impressed. I really am. And like, look, I'm not going to tell you that this is a hidden gem and something that everyone needs to pick up, because it's not. It's not for everybody. It's a party game. I can see this being a lot of fun with multiple players. I think it's creative in that regard. Like, there's even a griefing system where you can use a Wii remote to screw with your friends as they're playing. I think that's really clever. I'm very, very impressed with this one. It's so much more than I thought I was going to be. It's a sealed Wii U game. They're not all going to be winners. As much as I love that console, there were some absolute duds on it, so pretty sure that's going to be one of them.
You sure about that?
All right, a little bit of inside baseball now. You guys have seen my reviews. I don't actually know if these games are any good or not. I don't know if I'm still having fun with them based on my memories from when I was younger, but you've seen all my reviews. So what happens now is I'm going to head over to Price Charting. I'm going to add everything that I received into my collection. And I'm going to find out if I came out ahead, behind, or right on the money for what I put into it. I'll be right back.
There has been a murder.
All right, I am back. We were totaled up, and it actually comes out to $54.32 this month, which is pretty much spot on with what I pay, including shipping, which, that's not bad. Not everything's for me this month, and that's kind of the thing with VGM. You guys need to know that if you're going to subscribe to the service, you're not necessarily going to get a banger after banger after banger every month. Sometimes you just get filler games that are going to pad out your collection and give you a more complete set. And sometimes that's what you really want. Like I said, these are games I typically overlook at conventions, so I'm happy to receive them, I'm happy to get them, and it's always fun to play something I've never played before. Let me know in the comments down below what your favorite game is that I received this month. I think it's going to be really difficult to top Pokemon Snap, but I think that Ken Griffey Jr. game could be really cool as well. If you enjoyed today's video, give it a thumbs up. The engagement helps the channel out. If you really liked it, consider subscribing. I'd love to have you stick around. Like I said, I do this every month, and I would love to have you just kind of hang out. Until next time, folks, I've been Jay. Appreciate you spending a little bit of time with me. Remember to play more games, stay square, and take care. I'll talk to you soon.